As you have heard, the first pioneer project we had in Nigeria was in 1917 when we organized a fundraising event for the victims of the First World War. We had a fundraising event, a musical play by Adamu Orisha in Lagos. So that was our first pioneer project in Nigeria. But since independence, when we became kind of a Nigerian, I mean, we were formerly a branch of British Red Cross, then we were actually at the forefront in supporting Nigeria, particularly in terms of both conflict and also, natural disasters such as floods. And we have been working together, in particular with the government agencies, National Emergency Management Agency to mention, the National Commission for Refugees, Migrants and Interdisciplinary Persons, as we had, and recently the Ministry for Humanitarian Affairs. I also want to say that Nigerian Red Cross has been supported closely by the international partners. Worthy to mention is the International Federation of Red Cross and its societies and the International Committee of Red Cross in alleviating the human suffering of fellow Nigerians. We have also had good collaboration and support from UN agencies within the country. Recently, worthy to mention is ECOWAS. The ECOWAS humanitarian department unit has been supporting us. We had strong support for flood victims across Nigeria. Also, some companies like Shell Petroleum that also supported us in response to floods in Nigeria. And we have been working closely with ICRC in the northeast states, actually. And just about the three states, Yobe, the base state, they call it Borno, Adamawa, and Yobe states in particular. But recently we have had a very strong collaborations in alleviating the suffering of people that are affected by hunger crisis. As you heard from the head of delegation of the IVRC, where he mentioned that over 30 Nigerians actually. In early 2021, we conducted a survey and found about 7 million Nigerians facing hunger crisis, and this has actually expanded. And this is closely related with the conflict. I mean, the insecurity in Nigeria in particular is one of the major causes of this crisis in Nigeria. And then coupled with the climate change also, we have had a series of floods and in some places also droughts being experienced. So this is actually completing the situation in this country. And Nigerian society, with the support from partners, movement partners, and I mentioned government agencies, I mentioned in particular NEMA, where we coordinate jointly the efforts of government. We have been trying to support in alleviating the suffering of Nigerians across the country.
Okay, are there challenges in the course of your work? You highlighted security, you highlighted climate changes as some of the factors. Are there other challenges you want to speak about and measures to?
Well, the issue of security actually is actually causing kind of a more challenge because it makes many people to be more affected. Why I said because you see, security challenges are not allowing even our ordinary farmers, even peasant farmers, to farm. And then also, if you look at what is happening in inbound businesses, for example, in the southeastern part of Nigeria, out of the 5 days working days, you can only work for 4 days. Even for those 4 days, the security is not guaranteed by anybody. So you can see what is happening, and these are really causing a lot of harm to our people, in particularly the vulnerable people, the less privileged. So it's affecting their lives. I mean, people are taken in captivity. You have heard about school children being taken almost on regular basis. You have had people being kidnapped for ransom. I mean, this is really causing a serious kind of problem for Nigerians. So it's one our situation. And also for us, you can see some of my colleagues previously thought that our emblem is a bulletproof. That when you have this emblem, bullet will not hit you. When we are kids, that's our thinking. But in the fact that, we are also vulnerable. Many of our volunteers were being kind of killed in the course of this work. They lost their lives. And that's why we actually organize this occasion in order to commiserate with them, also to thank their families also for this wonderful sacrifice. But definitely also funding is a big problem. Previously, you seldom hear of calamities affecting many people. But today, we live by it. Every day, there is one calamity or the other. So the demand for our services is growing higher and higher every day. But the resources to handle and to support this are also being very minimal. So we actually have issues related to resources. And you had somebody mention, Nigeria can also not say it doesn't have resources by some groups and individuals and indeed government. So we need to support each other. There is quite enough resources in Nigeria supporting one another. I mean, we are being supported by sister national societies from British Red Cross, from Norwegian Red Cross, and of course even from Italian Red Cross. But it's very clear that Nigeria also, with our little resources, I feel we can also support one another. Nigerians can come out and support those people who are affected, especially with this hunger crisis that we're talking about.
Okay, so your appeal is not just to the government or relevant authorities, but fellow Nigerians to
Yes,
support the Red Cross.
yes, very correct. Yes, because they are well to do. I mean, we are being established by government to complement the government role. So obviously, it's for us also to look at how we can harness resources from other quarters other than governments, corporate, individuals, organizations that can support their fellow Nigerians, even the diaspora. People can come here and support Nigerians, and you have had we have 37 branches, one in each state and FCT. So even if you don't have the means or you are not interested in coming to Abuja, you can go to any of our branches. We have 774 divisions in each of the 774 local governments across Nigeria. So you can also provide your support there. We have volunteers there, and that's our major strength. Is those volunteers. We mentioned about 800,000 of them. So you can provide resources, support to them, and then they'll be able to deliver to people that need it immediately.